Welcome to Guide to Survive. The world is a big, beautiful place full of incredible and breathtaking sights and experiences. It's also doing everything it can to kill you, and so that's where this program fits in. Before you venture into the great outdoors, you need to learn about all of the terrifying and mystical creatures that lurk in the woods, knock on your window, and hide in your toilet. With this guide, you'll learn how to identify a would-be assailant, analyze its strengths and weaknesses, and deal with it effectively. By the end of your training, you'll be ready to take on any creep or cryptid that crosses your path. So here's to you, and the great adventure that lies ahead. Let's begin.
Target analysis. Name: Yara-Ma-Yha-Who. Class: Cryptid, amphibious vampiric humanoid. Habitat: fig trees, Australia. Lifespan: unknown. Strengths: efficient trapper, quick and debilitating attack, strong constitution, and looks pretty cool. Weaknesses: predictable, naive, and vulnerable after feeding. Overall threat level: 6. Behavior: the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who. These amphibious humanoids boast a unique and unusual appearance. Their frog-like forms are identified by their large hands and feet, both of which feature powerful suckers for consuming blood and wide, toothless smiles emanating across big, bulbous heads. Both male and female Yara-Ma-Yha-Who have been reported, though they are so similar in looks it can be difficult to tell them apart. Lastly, the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who stand roughly 4 feet in height. Their skin and hair are entirely red. This appearance, while certainly weird but fun to look at, is not built for fierce confrontation or prolonged chase. Therefore, given this rather limited body structure, it is no surprise that these creatures are first and foremost ambush predators. Hunting only by day, these hunters choose the cover of fig trees to lie in wait for unsuspecting victims. They will jump down upon them, wrapping their hands and feet around any available appendage. From here, the powerful suckers which protrude from their hands and feet will drain the victim of blood and feed the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who. Interestingly, the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who will specifically target humans, but not just as a food source. Rather, human beings are also utilized as an abnormal means of reproduction.
Upon draining the victim of blood, the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who will then swallow the individual, before taking a drink of water, it's important to stay hydrated, and then taking a nap. Upon waking, the creature will throw up its victim, re-swallowing them a short time later. This will happen a number of times, as with every regurgitation, the victim will become slightly shorter, and their skin will develop a deep red pigmentation. Eventually, the once human being will become another Yara-Ma-Yha-Who, thus adding to their species.
It is important to note that after feeding, the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who is vulnerable to attack, since it is resting with an entire human being inside of its stomach. So, if you have any friends or family you don't particularly like, and fancy catching a Yara-Ma-Yha-Who, then I'd say you have a pretty solid plan. As mentioned earlier, these creatures will hunt only by day, preferring to sleep during the night. It has been speculated that the main reason behind this is because their preferred prey, human beings, are mostly active during this time. What's more is that the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who will only feed on living targets, and will pass over anything they believe to be dead. Just as well they don't know CPR. Therefore, if you encounter a Yara-Ma-Yha-Who and wish to avoid conflict, presumably because you enjoy being a disappointment to me, then simply play possum and wait until nightfall. Then you can get up and return home, where you can regale others with how you feigned death in order to avoid a fight with a frogman. Overall, these Yara-Ma-Yha-Who are intelligent creatures. adapting to the behavioral patterns of their prey in order to optimize their chances of feeding and reproducing, as well as using an ambush predatory lifestyle and a quick debilitating attack in order to compensate for their short stature and lack of speed. However, they are apparently not so smart as to be able to identify a deceased human from one simply pretending to be dead. In conclusion, anyone travelling alone in Australia should avoid the cover of fig trees, lest they find more than a small sweet fruit dangling over them. Stratagem. So, here's the scenario. Enjoying a trek around Australia, you find yourself feeling hot and tired. As luck would have it, there's a comfortable-looking fig tree close by, offering shade and rest. Seizing the opportunity, you rush over and get comfortable. This comfort is short-lived, however, as you gaze up into the branches and see the unmistakable appearance of a Yara-Ma-Yha-Who, readying to leap down upon you. Your plan of attack. Firstly, Mustache. Try to dodge the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who's attack and make a quick escape. Secondly, First Blood. If the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who has grabbed a hold of you, then you must act quickly. The longer it is attached, the more blood you will lose. Try to remove it quickly and keep its hands and feet from making further contact with you. Thirdly, Domestic Warfare. Repeatedly slam the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who into the tree, using its own home to bludgeon it into submission. Fourthly, you suck. Turnabout is fair play. Bite into the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who like the vengeful weirdo I've been training you to be. Fifthly, marvelous work. By the right of conquest, you now own a fig tree. Your parents must be very proud. Pop quiz. Question number 1. Is it true that the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who will drain blood from its victims via suckers? Question number 2. Will the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who lay eggs in their trees after feeding? Question number 3. Is it true that the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who are nocturnal? Question number 4. Is it true that the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who will bite a target in order to subdue them? Question number 5. Will the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who only feed on living targets? Answers. Question number 1. Is it true that the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who will drain blood from its victims via suckers? Answer, yes. The hands and feet of the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who are equipped with efficient and debilitating blood suckers. Question number 2. Will the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who lay eggs in their trees after feeding? Answer, no. The Yara-Ma-Yha-Who will reproduce by turning humans into more Yara-Ma-Yha-Who. Question number 3. Is it true that the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who are nocturnal? Answer, no. The Yara-Ma-Yha-Who will only hunt by day. Question number 4. Is it true that the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who will bite a target in order to subdue them? Answer, no. The Yara-Ma-Yha-Who have no teeth and therefore cannot bite. Question number 5. Will the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who only feed on living targets? Answer, yes. The Yara-Ma-Yha-Who prefer living targets and will ignore anything already dead. If you scored 0 to 1, then you have become one of the Yara-Ma-Yha-Who. Some would call that an improvement. If you scored 2 to 3, then you might be alive, but you can't even look at figs or dates anymore. And if you scored 4 to 5, great work, you little ripper. Conclusion. Excellent work. I'd say you're ready to get out there and face whatever challenges plot against you. And if you're not, then don't worry. You can re-watch these survival guides as much as you like. And they're non-refundable. I'm very proud of the progress you've made, and I know you're going to take the future in your stride. I've got a good feeling about you, Fig Tree. What the? Good luck, and don't die!